Hello grapplers and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about King, this guy. This is gonna be a really quick guide, specifically aimed for people that want to try King. It's not gonna include every single move, I'm not gonna include combos, but in the future we're gonna keep moving with King to a more advanced level. The strengths of King are very obvious. His grab game is excellent. He has a grab for every single situation. He even has parries with back 1+3, which grabs the right arm, or back 2+4, which grabs every single kick. Every single kick that is a mid, a high, or even a jumping kick sometimes. Oki of King is very good in this game. Every time you grab someone, very likely you either have a guaranteed follow-up or guaranteed pressure. And his whiff punishers are excellent. But he also has weaknesses, and the most obvious ones are lows. He doesn't have the best lows in the game. They're kind of slow. Some of them don't have good tracking. His tracking moves are on the slow side and kind of risky. For example, we have up back 1. 20 frames, very slow, forward 4, 18 to 20 frames, also on the slow side, and forward 4, 1, just to show you a few of them. The backdash is not the best, it's kinda very clunky, even the regular backdash is not the best. If you do a Korean backdash, it's also not the best. So the first grabs you need to learn. I don't think you need to go straight for 10 grabs. If you can, learn one. Just focus on getting at least one set of command grabs fully, so you have all the variables. The first one you need to use is Giant Swing, obviously. Giant Swing is a one break, tracks both sides, very good. It's a 10 frame grab, so it's very fast. You can use it after a jab, for example. You're +1 and you can use it there if you want to tick through the opponent. It's forward, half circle forward, 1. Now the same motion with 2 gives you Tijuana Twister. You also need to use this one, good Oki, and you can mix it up with one and with Giant Swing and Tijuana Twister. Have the same input, so it's very simple to learn. But what about the other grabs I think you need to learn first? Irish Whip. You do that by back 1+2. Now why this one and not the other grabs he has? Because I feel like new players need a way to side switch with a grab. And this one, it's a 1+2 break. If I don't do anything, King will start running because you're +14. So you can press 1 for the mid, or maybe 3 for the tracking move, or a grab with 1+3, or 2+4. If you press 1+2 again, you'll be slightly less plus, but you will move the opponent again to the other side. Now this is very useful if you're in the corner, for example, you have them right here. Just stomp them. The final one is Shining Wizard. This takes time to learn, because if you do it from here, you can just start running and press 2+4, and you're gonna get the Shining Wizard. The idea here is to use it as instant as possible, almost point blank or even point blank. So how do you practice that? You need to make the opponent crouch. Here, the dummy. Here we go. What's the input? You can either do forward, press 2+4, just 1 forward and then 2, like this, or forward and then neutral forward. There we go. That one is pretty important, because in the future when you go for combos, you're gonna use the instant shining version a lot. Start practicing now. It's a 1+2 break, and if you do it very fast, the opponent will not know if you're gonna grab them with the Giant Swing or the Shining Wizard, because both of them have very similar animations, so it's either 1 or a 1+2 break. Moves for pressure. How do I pressure my opponent with King? First one is jab. You're +1, fast, high. You can use it after a sidestep and keep the opponent honest. They might duck this. Don't worry, they might duck this, but this is very important. Very common for players to use a jab, sidestep, just in case they want to answer with their own sidestep and a jab or a single jab. So it's very important to use that. Forward 3, 1+2, because people will start ducking your grabs, obviously, because they might not want to tech them, or they might want to launch you if you fail a grab. You use this move, it's +1 if you don't do anything, and it's a mid. Very fast, 15 frames, but you press 1+2. If you press 1+2, You get the DDT, and here you are +1. This is your move in case they're docking. Use it a lot, and also it's safe on block, so don't you worry. You lose your turn, but you're not gonna get punished. Down forward 2, mid, good range, 13 frames. It has a follow-up, but don't worry about the follow-up for now. Just use this, maybe after a jab, just to keep the opponent guessing. And the other one is down forward 1. It's very good on block. It's only -1. It's 14 frames though, so it's slower than this, the down forward 2. First of all, it's an elbow, so it's very good against people that like to parry. But this is very useful. You need the pressure with this button. Has good range. Look at this range. At some places it might whiff, but that's not the case with down forward 1. So you also have to use it, especially if the opponents are crouching. Down 3, the low you're gonna use the most because it's fast. 17 frames compared to his other lows. It's unsafe, as you'll see here, at -12, so they're gonna punish you. But it's not a hard punish as other lows, like for example this one. Very useful. It has good tracking, fast. You can use it after your plus frames just to keep the opponent guessing, for example, after this one maybe. Forward 4-2, very important. This sets up your crouching grabs. So it's only 0. This is excellent, because after this you can sidestep. It's very, very useful. Or you can even sidewalk if you want. If you connect with the opponent, you have 3 crouching grabs. Down 1+3, down 2+4, and down 1+4. That last one is the pedigree, so you're gonna go straight into hit. It's the one you're gonna use the most. It has 0 tracking, so be careful about that. And obviously we also have 4-4 neutral 2. Very good move. It's surprisingly -13. This used to be -14, so it's even safer now. It's +7 on hit. So basically you can do whatever you want. The idea here is not to use this all the time. Mix it up with this one. So the opponent is guessing, do I have to crouch? Do I have to stand? And that's basically key with King. All your grabs that I already mentioned, use all of them. After a side step, after crouching, for example. If you're crouching, do, I don't know, a while standing 4 and then go for a grab. But you need to use the grabs after pressure, especially after your plus frames. I not know all the frames, all the punishment. Your 10 frame punisher, it can either be 1-2 or 2-1. So if you don't know if a move is negative or not, disconnects is obviously -10 or higher. Your 12 frame punisher is back 1-2. This is a high, very strong. It gives you a ton of plus frames and you can continue the pressure. Just be careful because they either can block it completely and punish, or they can either duck it. Like back 1-4, which covers people that are ducking. You can mix it up with this one on block or this one if you really want to. You're gonna be punished either way, so be careful. For 14 frame punisher, back 2-1. This one has 2 variables. Back 2-4, not only safe, but it connects, you go straight into an animation, a grab animation, or 1+2, which is a high that is +2. 15 frames, hop knee. Also useful against people that use parries, because this is a knee, so they cannot parry the knee. And Asuka or maybe Dragunov and they go for way too many parries. And obviously grabs. You can whiff punish with grabs, or on block punish also with grabs. Now crouching, very simple, was standing 4. This is your 11-12 frame punisher. It's the one you're gonna use the most, to be honest. Standing 2-2, your 14 frame punish, you can delay the second hit if you're not sure. However, if you delay it, it will not combo. So be careful about that. You can delay it, but not that much. But if you do it late enough, you can still hit them. For everything more than that, you can either, for 15 frames, you can hop from crouch. Hop knee from crouch, or use your gut punch, which is full crouch forward 2, or down forward I should say. Finally, you can crouch grab. From crouch, you can crouch grab. So if, for example, the opponent goes for a low, and that low physically makes the cover crouching, you can go for a crouch grab from crouch. Remember, your crouching grabs are down 1+3, down 2+4, or down 1+4. You do them while pressing down back instead of down. You do the ground throw. Down back 1+3 or down back 2+4 are your basically your ground throws. Back 1+2, if the opponent is whiffing at some point and you are over here, for example, This one is excellent as a Whiff Punisher. You can also use forward 2-1. This will leave you in hit. You can mix it up with down 1 instead of the forward 2-1. And from here you can press 2 and launch the opponent. Be careful with this one, because this is -13 and this is -15. Probably the best one so far of all the Whiff Punishers is back 3. If you press 1+2, the moment you connect with the opponent, you're gonna go straight into an animation. Why is this move so important in your toolkit? Because this has armor. So if your opponent is pressuring you, you can go for this one and go straight into the animation. Now there's an alley kick. You have to wait a few moments and then do the alley kick, but that alley kick is guaranteed. And obviously we also have 4-4. Tracks both sides. This is 19 frames compared to the 18 if you do it close. If you do it over here, it's either 19 or 20. Gut punch. The same full crouch. Down forward 2. Very good. Especially if the move the opponent is going for is a high. That's the strategy with King. What do you have to do with King? Well, very easy. You have two modes with King. You are Whiff Punishing with the idea of getting in, or you're already in and you're trying to mix up the opponent. How do you mix up the opponent? With 1. Use 1 a lot with King. Very carefully, obviously, there are hop kicks in the game and moves that have high crush. In general, your 1 is super important. Any of the grabs I mentioned or any of the grabs that you want to try, be careful with the speed of the grab though, but mostly you'll do giant swing because it's 10 frames, or you're gonna go for a mid, like down forward 2, down forward 1, or down 3. So you want to overwhelm the opponent with moves that are either mids or grabs. And when you find a place where the opponent might not be crouching and they want to backdash, for example, go for a down 3, you're +1 after that down 3, so you can continue your pressure with a jab or a sidestep. So this is basically the idea with King. Sidestep a lot, side walk a lot, and start pressuring the opponent with mids, and then you grab them. If you want to use a move from here that is a low, remember that forward neutral 2. Here is mostly something the opponent might know you want to go for, so they might block low or low parry. So again, you have to mix it up with forward 2 or this one. You can technically not use grabs and just punish with buttons. That is also viable, but since grabs are so buffed in this game, you at least want to try with a few. Remember that I stream on twitch.tv/Kirupo. I've been streaming Tekken more often, but I also stream Street Fighters, mainly Zangief. If you really like this video, remember to subscribe. We're gonna see more King videos in the future. Take care, have a great week, and keep playing grapplers. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Some people might be wondering, especially the ones that truly know King. I've been doing a lot of this during the video, but I have not talked about the Jaguar step. Jaguar step is back 3+4 or 3+4. Now, why I haven't talked about this formally during the video is because I don't think new King players should do this move that much. Though it is a good move to escape some situations, I feel new King players should move with backdashes first. I also did not talk about this for this one, because I feel that those are more advanced moves. From here you have a few follow-ups, but I've seen a lot of King players that are learning the game and they try to go for a Jaguar step and someone floats them. Don't think about this move yet. Use it for evasion if you really want to try it, especially over here. It's situational, and once you start learning King and you know what you have to do, then you can use Jaguar step. This is for all the grapplers that stayed up until this point. This is gonna be after the end of the video. Okay, I'm out. See you.